offline, using the hips and turning this out a little bit to open it up. Then rather than like a substitute that was talking about falling on like sticks, this way is drive with the leg, like push with the leg. Alright. So for the next one, off, using the hips to open it up, pushing with the leg. Alright. Let's say. Okay. So get offline, turn the hips. Just a little bit, but be careful, like, to not like push your hips while your head stays in place, because then you break your posture. Then you really won't have any power there. So come offline. Think of it like almost like a short Jumonji. Come offline. As you come offline, turn the hips a little bit to open that up. And then like yeah. As you come, also hit the Q shell. Like you want to hit. So just try it up to that. It's kind of a circular thing. So as this comes through, like you time it, all this circle, boom, boom. Alright, so one time. Just like normal train speed. So you get a timing of it rather than just a blocky, like choppy thing, then a choppy thing. This way you kind of use like Jumonji. You have this, right? This rotation to open him up. Same thing here, except it's a little nastier. But you have this kind of arcing motion. Try that, see if the timing works better for you. See if you can open him up a little bit better. Maybe he's pushing, but the energy is he's pushing. Yeah. So Wakigatame pushes, hook, armpit to elbow, and then it's pressure onto the elbow. So push, and then pressure onto the elbow. Real basic, simple thing. Yeah. When you press, be careful not to like alter your kamae. Sink. Like it's basically the same as if you punch low. So I don't want to like break my posture into something crazy trying to do. All right, one. So boom, get here, sink with my whole posture, stretch out, and I really do want to get him to his knee if I can. Like either I'm pinning him to his knee at least, or just snapping elbow. The problem, like if you don't do that, so if you do it to me, over. If he doesn't get it, there's a counter. It's clearly not get the counter, because how you would do that if you were like a punch or something, you get through there, you might come under here and like throw them this way. Sorry. So if you find yourself there and he doesn't have it, or you can bend the elbow enough, you might be able to sneak in and throw him. So like when you do this, you have to kind of go 100% really quickly, so that you either break the arm or you get enough control that he's down and now you can't really get up to do the throw. So a couple more times with that, and then we'll have an answer. This thing, then you have to be sensitive enough to know it. Like guard kicks the punch, maybe attack him with his own arm, like in his face, like, or you know, you hit it, switch to something else. Okay? So, alright, next. So, yeah, you get commission. So, Muso Dori, again, you might be pushing here and he's pushing back. So then take the angle, cover this. Rotate it up, and then put it on the elbow. Okay? So when you feel what his energy is, he's pushing, his timing in that, of letting it get straight and then putting pressure on it then, so it's hard for him to make it bend again. And then stretch it out. So Muso Dori. So let's say I'm starting to do this, and he extends. You know, we attack the elbow with his arm extends, right? Turn that's bent, so as I'm doing this, he extends. And what will line up so I can attack? Okay. And he extends. Okay, well then there's that, you know, this one. Say one duck. And he extends. Oh, and so anytime, try and start off with a technique. Okay, Muso Dori, maybe anything that his arm will bend initially, or just start moving his arm. I don't care. Just like there, he extends it somehow, and see what kind of elbow technique arises. Right. That way you can. You're not trying to force the technique to work. You're recognizing the gift that he's giving you by extending his arm. So you use it, like you can feel it, right? From here, and he extends, right? Yeah. It's like you have to feel the sensitivity to that also. So play with it a little bit, like, okay, his arm's bent, how is it straightening? What might arise there? Attack the elbow. If his arm extends, attack the elbow. And try not to overthink it. Try to make it to a technique. It'll be harder to do. If you just recognize, like, again, I'm pushing in and he extends, then you'll start to recognize things more efficiently. Give that a try. It's very easy, very slow, Tai Chi, speed type thing. As drill, and this can also be a both correct Jumonji. I'll go first, and we're kind of moving around, playing with balance, like we did the push and pull drill a few months ago. Where it's like, how can I disrupt it? That sort of thing. And occasionally, while we're doing this and playing this game with each other, and trying to manipulate each other's balance, but occasionally he's going to give me some kind of push. If he gives me this one, oh, I can go that. If he gives me the other one, and then I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it because it's going to be safe. It's just recognition, timing. Makes sense? But the other skill you're playing with is, you know, how can I, and if you want to grab GKAYU for this so you're not pulling stretchy shirts, that's fine. But things like we're moving, how can I get him to move where I want him to move? You know, could I pull this, right? Or I might do a sweep at some time. Okay? So play that game, but occasionally, okay, you know, do it, I go, you go type thing. Give a real good push, let them recognize now. Do MUSODORI or do WAKI. Okay? Okay?
That's the same time.
Nice. Not dead. So, because you're both even, and it's just work, right? Which kind of, for this, is kind of the point so it doesn't get too crazy. So you, if nothing else, when you're doing this, you're learning how to get comfortable with pressure coming in and going out and all that sort of thing. But when you're both like this, there's no clear advantage, right? Typically what's going to happen is you're stronger or faster going to win. So this part was really just, for the drill, is really restricted, so that you can recognize opportunities to feel the pressure of like whatever push he's giving, right? So that's one reason I say, like, when you're really if someone's really grabbing you like this, you open your hands, like so that you get an advantage. Because if you're neutral, like silver's stronger. So you stop being neutral, right? You do something else. So that's why things like clearing hands or getting a 2-on-1, right, drags, allows you to get a better position, so now you don't have to be neutral. So you're actually getting a position of advantage. So, like, the way to think about it is back to what we did a few months ago, is like posture, pressure, possibilities. Like, this is from Matt Thornton, but posture being the kamae, right? Pressure being, is it push, pull, whatever the energy is. And then possibilities are based on that. So if he's pushing, it's not an efficient possibility for me to go for onikadaki because it requires his arm to bend. So then I'd have to like force it, which means I'd have to be stronger. So if he pushes it, it's better possibilities to just go with something straight because he's already giving me a straight arm. Like we're like doing a temakura, right? But also like if he's pushing, I recognize that possibility, but then he bends, it's like the next possibility of doing onikadaki. Right? So the technique is based on what position are you in and what's the energy. That determines the technique, ultimately. So you practice a lot just to get, so that your body can recognize it, so you don't have to think so much. And it's just like, your body will do it before you realize you're doing it.